unfortunate state of Michigan and has caused Ravian's power to go out. So we are doing a quick pivot here. You are catching some ball here on twitch.tv/Balltour and Buddies. It was going to be me and Clutch calling 2 games at once. It's now me and Benny. Okay, Benny, welcome into the booth, man. Thank you so much for joining us here. And I'm going to get that game a little more full screen for our folks here. And we got losers semis going on right here. And I mean, boy, it has been nothing short of a thrilling game night of baseball tonight. I mean, some of the best baseball we've ever seen. I think I got to echo the sentiments of Ducky there and confirm that this has got a best NPSS ever type of run to it, if you ask me.
Yeah, and it's interesting you can say that without certain players like Krasi and Remke involved, but the general level of play that the average stars off player is playing at right now has definitely elevated. Because I mean, it's been interesting to see guys like even just back in the bracket, Among Us Blaster taking people out. I mean, I had a nice little win, and then now all of a sudden we've got the interesting matchups that we just saw. Hells and Nick kind of establishing themselves as those guys. We're so excited to see what this loser semis is going to turn out to be.
Yep, it's going to be a good one, and as pointed out, B-Mills says we don't even have Remke. I mean, it is a really thrilling stuff. Hey, folks, we kind of threw this together last second, so if there's any stuff, make sure Benny sounds good, if you guys can hear anything, if everything sounds okay,
screen for me, by the way.
Just let me know here. But if you're curious, the teams will update here. Hells is the Luigi Gentleman team, and then BigNick is indeed the Birdo team. I know I don't have as much of the stuff as the other guys, but we wanted to just get these games up and running. There will be we're working through the plans here as much as possible, but we wanted to get these games broadcasted to you folks here as soon as possible. Grump, I appreciate you spending all those challenge points. I'm not going to do that, so thank you. Though I appreciate it. And
I still need a screen over here.
Yeah, it's NPSS, you know. I mean, we can't be doing that stuff. But your teams will update here on the right side of the screen. The away team is going to be the bottom team, home team on the top. It also will have their team captains. Let me make that up a little bit bigger there. 2, and bam. All right. That should help as well. I don't know. It says you redeemed add a command, and I'm not going to do whatever you say. And then Maury. So, well, Maury actually just canceled it out. So, Benny, Hell's BigNick here. A clash of two styles, most likely. What do you think the takeaways from the draft here? What do you think?
Well, what I think is I need to see the screen share, my friend.
That's a great question. That's a great call. Anyway. You could have you're not watching on twitch.tv/Balltour and Buddies? I mean,
that's behind. I'm getting that up for the chat. Okay, so we got. Can you catch me up really quick? Who's player 1?
Hells is the player 1 team. Player 2 is the BigNick team.
Great. Yeah, so I'm liking this lineup that Hells is putting together. It's interesting to see Madge back behind King Boo, but I think he's trying to take advantage of that. You know, he's gonna. Was that DK between Bowser and King Boo, or was that straight into King Boo? Either way, it's he's got Madge back behind to act as support for King Boo. I usually like to do it the other way around, but maybe that's a confidence thing. Maybe that's who you're feeling good with.
Walrus, I couldn't even fire the ad on my own if I even knew how to. So I don't even know why that's in there. But here we go. This is the losers semis. Hell's BigNick here. As we go to I was going to say Garden. This is most certainly not Garden. Park here. This is going to be a nice little Bones piece of hitting there. Where do you come down on Green Bones?
Green Bones, I'm high on Green Bones these days. There was a time where I was like, why pick Green Bones when he got towed? But ultimately, Green Bones has got the slap, has got the star swing, and honestly can play second base a little bit better than you might expect. So I think he's a great player to add to your squad, especially if you're Bowser and you need a little extra chem here on Park.
B-Mill says Green Bones is 18.
The 18th pick or 18 on the tier list, you know.
Walrus, you know what? I'll hit you with some squats after the game. I'll stick with that. As we got a chemmed up Bowser here being pitched to here. This is dangerous. Hells, I mean, if you give him an inch, he will take a mile.
Yep, and his lineup's working according to plan right now. He gets on base with the ball 4. Now let's see if King Boo can use that curved traj to get up over that left field fence.
And it's just like Hells had in the game against Flatty right before this, a massive situation brewing for him here in the first. BigNick's got to pitch his way out of this. A Noble Tiger would really flip the momentum here, but Hells is going to wait for his pitch. He's definitely not accustomed to that. Oh, he's going to swing and miss on that one. A nice piece of pitch in there.
That's incredible. Yeah, and right now, looking down a Madge with 3 stars, it's kind of damage control, but, I mean, you can sneak those little pitches in. Like that, 2 of them. Nick loves doing these 2 strikes in a row when you think they'd be like,
3. Talk about uppercut right there. That was like gut punch, uppercut. I feel like
the gall of this guy, though.
Little Shoryuken there. Quarter circle forward there. Luigi Fireball hitting it to the right side, and this is going to be a Noble Tiger.
Oh my gosh. Great work from Nick. The sneaky little movements, and then gets the sour on Luigi there. Incredible. And another Luigi captain situation, by the way.
That is unbelievable. A nice little diving catch there. Noki with sliding catch.
Yeah, doing what she does. That's why you draft her on the team.
5 stars here. I'm burning an egg all day. Happy to do so.
Yeah, why not?
First inning, 1 out. PD on deck. And that is going to get past Wario. But Luigi is going to track that down. Those are those ones. You can't let that hit the ground the second time, because if you do, you're going to get crossed up. Let's see if Chem is a factor here.
Yeah, and did you catch an eye on which?
Uh-oh!
That's a shame. But what kind of PD do we have coming? Excuse me, Pianta PM do we have coming up after this?
I did not see the handedness, so we will see here when Pianta comes up.
But for now, we're dealing with this.
But yeah, for now, you got chemmed up PD you got to worry about first. Ooh, and that might have been a pitch to hit. Instead, it's a strikeout. And here we go.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, this is, here on Park, it's going to be real tough to get it over the fence with Pianta. We're charging anyway. I'm thinking this is a Falcon Pop scenario, but, whatever.
Try to get some driven into right, but not, like you said, this deep park, it's going to be tough for Pianta to leave the yard. Certainly not impossible. I am one that is not as confident with PM as others. But we'll see what happens as that goes on. But scoreless here heading into the second. Star chance with Wario now here. And absolutely a moment that Hells would love to get not only the base runner on, but that star as well. And I think he is going to be out because there's Yoshi in left field.
Yeah, after that tough inning, and now look at the star scenarios here. 5-1.
And Toadsworth's going to get up. He had his Wheaties this morning.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of crushing. If you're Hells, you just got to stay true, believe in your process, because you're kind of not getting the traj or whatever, but just stick with it.
Absolutely, stick with it indeed. 2-1 here. 3-1. And that's going to be hit into shallow. I was going to say shallow left, but that's not even close to correct. But shallow short. Shortstop.
Ankle deep left.
Man, lots of stars to burn here for BigNick. Starting things off with Boomerang Bro. Hells has his Diddy pitcher, the biggest Diddy pitcher believer in the server. That one is going to stay in the yard.
What I'm going to be interested to see with that Boomer is if gappers are going to come into play. Bones, I was just hyping him up, but he is a little bit slow. You might be able to take advantage of that with the curved traj.
A lot of room out there in center field, absolutely. 5 stars here. Toadsworth didn't use one, didn't need one. Perfect slap. Toadsworth's on the move. Bowser's going to fire it over to second, and Toadsworth's going to scamper back. He might be old as dirt, but certainly not afraid to get dirty and hustle one out for his team. It's going to be a great pitch there. 1-2 now, 1 out, bottom of 2 here. Loser semis, BigNick, Hellzhero. 2-2. Ooh, that's a nice. You know, it doesn't end up in a hit, but you kind of reacted to that pitch, made a good effort, and put some good lumber on it, but not quite good enough. It's kind of the stars off thing. I feel like it's more frustrating when you have a perfect or good timing and it doesn't land. And right to Diddy.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you're right. That boo hit was, good contact. That's kind of the frame that you want to see, but that's another just trust the process kind of situation. I mean, I think both players are going to be feeling that with just how big this stadium is with the slappers. You're going to have to rely on them, and you're going to have to trust that they'll eventually get it done.
Yep, and if you're curious, folks, there is another game going on right now over on youtube.com/MattGree or MattGree on YouTube. You have Super Seth over there in Winners Finals. If you're interested in Winners Finals, head over here. We got you on Losers Semis right here. But it is 0-0 here in the third between BigNick and Hellzhero. BigNick looking to get his first NPSS title, and Hell's looking to become the first ever 3-time NPSS champion. I believe, if I have that right. Did we get that correct? Did we get that cleared up? I might be wrong.
It got fact checked.
Yep.
That was before my time.
We do have to pour one out for Ravian.
Yeah, such an unfortunate situation, but we have such a great...
And we got Bowser floating around here with a glitch.
They're still going.
Look at him go. Massive situation in the game. Bowser's still pulling out all the stops, trying to distract with Madge with a star. There's 2 outs in NPSS. Bowser is doing everything he can to distract the opposition. Ravian, you should be drinking a beer now. And this is a star swing. Walu's going to get the jump catch, and Bowser is going to just stroll right past.
Yeah, for Nick to make it through the top of the lineup like this 2 times in a row, completely unscathed, it's looking good. If he can just make something of this next inning.
That's right. I mean, the thing with playing Hells, it's... how many you can't you got 2, you saved yourself twice. Can you do it a 3rd time? Can you do it a 4th time? Because Hells is going to keep on knocking.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of your gifts when you get them.
I forgot, actually, Ravian, great point. Don't open the fridge when your power's out.
True.
Spoil your food.
He's thinking.
Full count to Yoshi, perfect, right on the line, not going to get Madge. Madge certainly would have had a play on that, but Yoshi's going to turn that into a double.
Yeah, but what, did Madge jump into foul territory?
Madge just didn't get selected, didn't make any move at all, actually. Birdo, 5 stars with Chem here. It's eggs all day. Or, what if charge 5-star?
Yeah, sure, if you don't want any stars for the rest of the game. But,
Benny, you're supposed to humor me a little bit more than that. That wasn't a very hype. That wasn't.
It would be hype, for the stream. Why not? What I'm mostly interested in here is this going to be a pull or push situation.
Great take. I really don't hate that. Save the stars. PD up with Chem. Certainly in a good spot here if you're Big Nick.
Nick is locked in. To have the patience. Wow.
Ooh, but Hells might take a huge break here.
Yoshi's going to get 3rd, though.
Oh, no, okay. The cutoff instead.
Cutoffs and smash.
And we talked Popportunity. There's not a bigger moment than this one right here for a Falcon Pop, and it looks like going to get a little swap.
We're going to send...
Nope. He's sticking with the defense.
Yeah, that looked like maybe he was thinking about moving Noki over to right field for the
sliding catch.
Speed and the sliding catch.
Ooh, I thought that might have just kissed the outside of the plate. Runners in motion. Yoshi is going to get back safe there.
All right, I think it pitches. Well, I don't think you swing at this pitch.
Oh my goodness, it's a perfect Falcon Pop. Yoshi is scoring easy. Great 2-out hit and run.
Looking like the Orioles there.
If you love fundamental baseball, you love that AB right there. And Boomer with a big chance here.
Moving back in the box. I'm a big proponent of staying up when you got the hey.
And it's over the wall. I was wondering if it had enough, and it does. And BigNick has opened up a 4-0 lead.
This is looking good for BigNick to capitalize on this opportunity now, like he needed to. He's still, you know, he could still get the batters rolling, maybe turn over his lineup. Now it looks like he's going to be out, but now if you put another solid inning together from the mound, you might be choking out the flames of hell here.
Hells has won 5 games in a row to get to this point. He is easily one of the best Mario Baseball players. There's an argument to be made for the GOAT. It depends on how much titles influence your decision. But man, oh man, he's in some trouble here. BigNick looking to make a statement. And let me just get you an update here from winners finals here. It is 5-4 in favor of Seth currently in the bottom of the 4th at this point. We are basically neck and neck in terms of these games running at the same time here, as Wario's going to hit this one to Walu, and the stars continue to just be.
And now it's Noki and the Diddy.
That is so much. I mean, that is definitely going to be a huge storyline of this game. Is the star differential here, because it has been 5 stars to none for basically most of the game.
Oh my gosh. Yep. And now Nick has got the lead, and he's got the chance to build on this thing. Boo up, but yeah, another almost there with Boo. Maybe you're not having luck with the push. Try pulling. Try getting it between Wario and Toadsworth.
5 stars in the chamber here. I'm wondering if Walu gets on, Mario Fireball becomes at least something that crosses your mind, as Wario is going to make the play. So probably not in this situation, but I don't know. I feel like if I got 5 stars and a lot of captains on my team, you got to be willing to use at least one of them. Yoshi Egg, a Mario Fireball, do something, because
if you got runners on,
just sitting with 5 stars doesn't help you either. It doesn't help you get stars back. You got to spend some to earn some. I mean, that's the name of the game.
You're right. I'd like to see him keep him around for the next time through the lineup. Hope that like you can let him fly with Birdo, and then maybe get a little bit of momentum. You got some runners on base. Then you want to use that Mario Fireball.
Hells would absolutely love to win this star chance to get Green Bones a star. Going for the bunt here. We all know how I feel about bunting. Unfortunately, going to be right to Walu. Walu's going to fire that, in quotation marks, over to first base. Star chance again.
Oh, you don't see Hells get sour with Bones.
Nope, you don't see really much of what's happening to Hells so far in this one, but it's only the 5th. There is still plenty of ball game left here, and that is going to be fired right to Walu. What type of DK hit is that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess a little bit sour, a little bit of weird stick input or something. But yeah, I mean, hey, Yoshi Egg, if you're feeling brazy here.
I don't think Yoshi Egg and Birdo Egg is all that crazy. Start putting the foot on the gas, and you still have 2 stars in the tank. I mean, you got to be willing to use something here. I like not using it on your first one. All right, B-Mills, that's funny. I'll give you that. B-Mills says looked like a bad one to me when it comes to that DK hit. All right.
A bad one indeed. Yeah, I love the Yoshi Egg because you can use it if it's gonna be inside and jam you up, or you can opt away from it.
And Wario's gonna make a beautiful play.
Yeah, that's kind of killer. But okay, now it's just like lock it in. You got one at bat with Pianta. You can put a run up. See if you can make it happen.
Yeah, just if you can get a shutout inning here, you feel great.
That's true. Yeah, I figured. I'm so Nick coded right now. I gotta get into my partiality. All right, Hells, time to respond. It's only 3 hits to 5 too. Like, it's such a little dink and dunk game, but the ball's just kind of gone Nick's way when it's counted.
Bowser plunked there.
No stars for Madge when he gets up, and that's extra killer after that Birdo suck from 3 miles away.
Low Trage just mean nothing been able to brew here, but let's see if Hells can overcome the obstacles here. and start piecing something together, just slapping his way back into this one. And it's going to start with a nice piece of Madge hitting there, hesitating with Bowser, but making the play, getting there. Luigi,
It's
no
smart
stars.
not to throw out the tongue there.
Luigi is going to face a tough situation here with both Yoshi and Birdo in the left side of the field, I should say.
Yeah, I'm looking to hit it kind of up the gut, personally. I know it's like we don't usually go for that kind of thing. As we get a double. Oh, no. Luigi's going to beat it out. He's got the speed.
Super has taken the lead in winners finals. It is 7-5 Super in the top of the 6th. It is 4-0 BigNick here in losers semis, as we are coming down to the wire here on one of the most exciting Mario baseball tournaments of all time. And if you're BigNick with these stars, I mean, a big moment here. If you can put this one into knocking Diddy out, you got to be putting the foot on the throat here. And it starts with a Falcon pop to the left side of the field. Boomer into Toadsworth. I mean, BigNick has characters to do damage. Let's see if he's able to pull. Let's see what he's able to do.
You knock this over, get a gap. Oh,
low
Wario's
Trage. Is it a
I don't
double
think that's
play?
gonna
It
do.
is! Wow!
That's killer, and that is what you need if you're Hells to keep this thing within reach, because it is not out of reach by any means.
And just like that, we were talking, it looked like maybe a momentum builder there. Hells has stopped the bleeding. Who is going to break first? And Hells still doesn't have a dang star. He's sitting over here wondering what can he do to get a star, because that's really an impact, especially in this part of the lineup. Noki, Diddy, Green Bones. I mean, you're looking and hoping for a star for 2 out of 3 of those characters. Diddy is going to go down 1 and 2 here. 1 out, top of the 7th. Hells has been shut out through 7. No stars for Green Bones here leading into DK either. Green Bones, that's gonna be Mario.
Getting down. Whatever, just you got DK up next. You'll be hoping that Bowser gets walked, then you have a chance with King Boo to take a 3-run shot. Ooh, fine. Yep, he pulls. I told you, you pull when you're not getting it with the push, and bada bing, bada boom, it lands. Let's see Wallow. No, you don't want to pull with Wallow because Wario's got that sliding catch, but Wallow getting on would be very big for Nick.
Absolutely here. I mean, anything. Oh, DK's not going to make that play.
That is not the kind of Wallow hit you see every day, but when it works, it works.
Yep, and a big moment here. And like we said, we're back to this situation where Yoshi, Mario, 3 stars. I know Birdo's looming, but there it is, the Mario Fireball. And Madge is going to be able to dive. He purposely drops it because he's scum. Oh, Hellzhero does it again. Oh, boy. It's a move that will get the respect of some and the grilling of others. Man, oh man, that's going to be a play to remember, Benny.
I can't wait for the video on that.
Holy smokes, Hells has, and there's a star, that's what a star chance robbed from Yoshi. Heckaroni says an NPSS loser semis. I respect it. That's what I said. There's a lot of people that are going to respect it. And Bowser finally putting Hells on the board.
Yeah, I mean, when you're Nick, you're feeling confident pitching to Bowser, but, you know,
King Boo, if King Boo gets on, gets a star to Madge. Two and 1. The Hells offense is just a sleeping giant, always waiting and looming. And that's going to get down. That's going to be a dash glitch. That's going to be a double. And that's going to be a star for Madge.
And the star economy is not as lopsided as it once was.
Does he wait on the star and go to Luigi?
That's interesting.
He does.
Looks like
It's
he
not
does.
going to pan out, at least in terms of getting a base hit, but he does have the star for Luigi here.
Yep, gotta be patient.
And he doesn't use
Doesn't
it.
use it.
Keeps it in the pocket for the 9th.
Okay.
2 stars, 3-run lead for Big Nick. What if you're Big Nick? Man, oh man, do you need an insurance run? The criticism for not using a star is in the chat, and that's going to be a beautiful Birdo egg. That's going to be a nope. I actually like that. You know what? Get the chem. Don't push it this late. You don't need to do anything that crazy.
You just need to find your pitch here. Send it flying. 6-1 is a lot better looking than 4-1 if you're Nick going into the 9th. And if you're Hell's, obviously the exact opposite.
2 and 2 here. An inside leaf. That's not going to get it done.
It's so enticing. You think you have the read, but you got to get yourself way back there in order to get a hold of that one.
Star into Falcon Pop. I think that's got to be what's coming here with Boomer looming on deck.
Oh, definitely.
Taking the pitches there. I like that. Ooh.
Yeah, Hell's is not going to give him an inside pitch. Nick's going to have to find a way to get an awkward kind of outside.
Instead, it's caught looking.
Honestly, better than burning the star on a pop fly that just goes right to the right fielder.
Boomerang Bros certainly can make this. The insurance runs still in play. 3-0. I don't know if Boomerang Bros is going to get a pitch to hit.
No, I don't think so. And now Toadsworth has a star because he didn't chase.
And that's just such great discipline, man. When you're curious, what is the thing that can separate you, as that is a beautiful piece of star hitting to load the bases? What can you do to really start taking that next step in your Mario baseball game? Plate discipline.
Plate discipline. That was the first thing. Yeah, I mean, number one thing when I was a new net player, Cammy specifically would just throw the ball right at me, and I would swing anyway.
And Boo is going to curve this one, and that's going to be 2? Is it 2? It is 2. No lasers there on that side of the field, and huge insurance runs for Big Nick. He's teching. Going for it all. And I absolutely love it. Having some fun. Enjoying the moment as well. Great take there. Wow.
He's so locked in.
And it's hit, and it is far, but not far enough. Noki's going to track that one down. Hells has 3 outs to save his tournament life. And that's going to be hit to right field. Wario's going to get things started.
A funky little Wario hit. You don't always see him like that. Pulled and right down the line. Gotta love it. You got to start now for Noki.
Huge
finally
moment there. Noki star. You got to be willing to use it. Maybe if you believe more highly in the Noki slap versus the Bone slap, and that is the case.
Yeah,
Diddy Kong up now. You got to find that little sweet spot in left field. Got to drop this one in. Ooh. 0-2. Ooh, I thought he just got it again. You weren't kidding about those subtle movements on that outside.
Yeah, he loves sneaking them in there.
And that's going to be rolled over. Should be 2. 1, 2. That's the game. Big Nick eliminates Hellzhero 6-1. Moving on to losers finals, folks.
It feels
what a
like
game.
Big Nick's day.
What a run from both of these players. I mean, Hells to even get here, to be totally honest. Hells won 5 straight to get here. Hells taking down me, taking down Mel, taking down Poke Bunny, taking down Bolt, taking down Flatbread, and then running into Big Nick. Big Nick, though, having a great run as well, taking down Faceman and Hunter, losing a thriller to Seth earlier. That game now is over, I believe. King Boo is the MVP, and Seth has lost. Super is in grand finals of Netplay Superstar 16.
Oh my gosh.
That means it is Seth, Big Nick over here, and let me check in on the production here to see what we are doing.
Yep. That's incredible. I mean, if you're Big Nick, you got to be feeling so good right now. This is like a career moment for you. But at the same time, you have to stay locked in. You got to be able to turn around right away. Get ready for this match against Seth. You already saw Seth today. So hopefully you've picked up a couple things. You get the little intricacies of the way that Seth sneaks it in there, the way that Seth will make you be so patient when you're at the plate. So, I mean, I'm a big Nick fan for the rest of the time, for the rest of this Netplay Superstars at least.
We are facing a situation where we're going to have a new Netplay Superstars champion. If Seth loses, sorry, I am just trying to figure out where we're going here because, unfortunately, like we said, everyone, if you haven't, make sure you go and thank Ravian for all his hard work here on the stream tonight and the unfortunate power outage that knocked him out. I believe we are going here and sorry.
I think we're going to
I'm on doing like a million
channel.
things at once, but thank you to Ravian. Really unfortunate luck for him. He was doing a great job.
It really is A1 production the way he does it. But
yeah,
it
I mean,
looks
you know,
like,
that's why he gets paid.
They
They pay him the big bucks to stream out there. That's what they do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just bear with us here
break.
so I can tell you where to go. If you want, I'm going to raid somebody here. Ghost and Company is doing their fantasy league over there for some Mario Baseball. But I think we're heading over to Grease stream. Okay, yeah, so we're going to raid this other Mario Baseball channel here. But if you want to finish your Netplay Superstars, let me put the link here in the chat right now. Go ahead and click the link. Click the link that I just posted in the chat. You're going to go to Matt Gree's YouTube channel. That is going to be Losers Finals. That is going to be Grand Finals. That is everywhere you are going to be to finish here. Matt Gree on YouTube. Here on Twitch, we're going to get ready to go and raid somebody because there's 30 of us. And thank you all so much for tuning in and joining us here. But yes, if you want to finish watching Netplay Superstars 16, you are going to go ahead and go to the Matt Gree YouTube channel. But for now, we're going to send you over to Ghost and Company. They got a fantasy CPU Mario Baseball League. If you want to check that out, go check that out there. NPSS over on YouTube.